Hey everyone, Pastor Mike here, trying to answer some tough questions that were recently submitted at a question and answer Sunday. Here's today's. How do you respond to someone who says that your religion is a cult? Or that you're brainwashed, and that's why you say those things about God? Wow, sounds like a pleasant conversation. I have to admit, not everyone has an open heart and an open mind to think about why we believe. So that would be my first test. Does this person have ears to hear? Do they really want an explanation? Or are they just trying to be mean-spirited and bash you for believing in Jesus? If they are willing to listen, I would ask them what they mean by a cult and why they think we're brainwashed. Because we believe certain things about God? Someone might say you're brainwashed because that's just how your parents raised you. Well, how did your parents raise you? Maybe you believe what you believe because of your parents. Or they say, well, that's just what your friends all believe, and that's why you believe it. You've been brainwashed. And I would ask, well, what did your friends believe? I have a hunch they had an influence on you too. They might say, well, you just grew up in a church with spiritual authorities that you looked up to, and they told you what to think, and so that's what you think. And I would say, well, don't you have people you look up to too? Authors, professors, philosophers, teachers. See, if you explore the why a little bit, you might find out that we're not all that different. It's easy to say that those people have been brainwashed, but so often the teachings that we hear, because faith comes from hearing a message, is true for other people too. And maybe then, if a person is considering your points, you can bring them back to 1 Corinthians 15. You can tell them that the reason we follow Jesus is not just because our parents or our pastors said this or that. We believe in Jesus because something happened. 2,000 years ago, the Apostle Paul said that Jesus appeared to Peter, to the apostles, to more than 500 people at the same time. The scriptures that were written in Isaiah 53, in Psalm 16, and so many other prophecies came true. This wasn't just like something we were brainwashed to believe. It's recorded in the prophecies of the Old Testament and the eyewitness testimony of the New. So bring your friend back to Jesus. Help him or her see why Jesus is so amazing, and then show them the facts that back up our faith. I think that's the best way to respond to someone who thinks that you only believe because you've been brainwashed. Thanks for the question, and have a great day.